Well, Valentina, congratulations. You get to join Dora on a new adventure.
Yes, thank you, Nancy. Thank you for having me. And this is a great moment for, Latino history and film. This one specifically was shot completely in Colombia. So I'm so happy. It's my homeland. So it's a win-win.
I actually was going to ask you that. It looks beautiful, the green, the forest. I mean, it was perfect.
Yeah, and I think this generation needs to see more about how it looks like and the forest, the actual, jungle and the way they're exploring it, it's amazing. Like you can really appreciate in big screen how beautiful is Mother Nature. So yeah, it's very nice.
Yes, we definitely need to appreciate our Earth a bit more, especially with everything going on with global warming.
Yeah, and this is pretty close to Amazon jungle, and that connects, the rest of the South America. It's not only, about Colombia, but of course Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Argentina, and the rest of, it's like the lungs of the continent and the planet.
That is correct. Yes. So tell me about getting the to film for Dora and that lovely home. It looked like it was like a vacation.
It was actually it was like half and a half vacations because I had the chance to explore different places I've never been, even though I was born in Bogota. But so yes, I was exploring my own homeland, and also I had the chance to visit my mom and my sister. So to reconnect is also very important with the family, and so it was also a very nice opportunity.
When did you want first get introduced to Dora?
Dora has been very special, I think, for everybody, not only Latino community, but wow, I see this is a multiracial cartoon that reminds us, the excitement to learn every time. So I also am a big lover and passionate for cartoons and animation. I always watch Dora, and to like when I coach, for example, kids, I remember having this audition specifically, but this is a role for Diego, young Diego. And so I kind of like had that knowledge about what the story was according to that scene. So when I got my audition, I was like, oh, I know what's going on here. So that was the way I was introduced to this film, but it also reminds me to watch the cartoon and the other films with my daughter, who's 9. So of course we always been, familiar with the story, and it's iconic. So yeah.
So it sounds like more than I have. So what well, I
But I
got
think everybody has an impression about Dora, anyways, even though you don't haven't watched, like sit down and actually watch the whole episode for the cartoon, version, or you haven't watched the entire film. This is actually the third one, if I'm not wrong, or the fourth one. Um, you have an impression about Dora and what is exploring means, and what is the family, and what it connects you to that, root. So, well, that's my impression. I don't know, Nancy.
no, no, I get it. For me, I was introduced when my little brother was little. We're 20-year difference, so that's the only reason I learned about Dora, because he would watch Dora, and then I think I was more into it than he was.
There you go. I love that.
So yeah, I feel like when we're introduced, it's like it's something special that connects us.
And there is something else that talking about nature. I didn't know that I had a scene. I'm not gonna say specifically what because you need to watch the film. But one is very specific with my role in contact with the nature and in a very specific, space. So in my actual life, I was going through that, taking care of my garden. My cactus are not getting die anymore. Like all of a sudden I'm getting better in gardening, taking care of my little plants. And then the film comes. So I think there's a lot of, relationship there too.
Let's talk a little bit more about your career, putting Dora aside for a minute. So you're known for voiceover. I mean, look where you're at. You're in your office. your work?
Yeah, this is called Latino Studios, and this is where the magic happens. I think it's a very important way to express ourselves as an artist, like the ones are only working on in voice, to live through this moment of technology where you can pretty much travel with your microphones everywhere and work from anywhere. This is a something like 6 by 6 booth, but it's built in brick. So if I move somewhere else, I can take it with me. And that's amazing also about, working with your voice. And that's kind of my journey too. I love it because I started in Colombia in dubbing. Um Actually my first gig, I was 8 years old and I used to do the voice for the kids program, like the ones are in the 90s, during the weekends, the ones you're holding tight till it's Friday and finally it's Saturday, and you own the TV in the house. So I was the voice of that promo, like inviting the kids to watch it this weekend, and I was only 8, and then I started doing dubbing. And when I came to the States, I didn't have the equipment because I didn't have the budget to buy it because it was very expensive to own a microphone. But thanks to pandemic, I would say not only everybody now is a broadcaster or a journalist or a a podcaster or an actor or a voice actor, but the ones who actually built a career in acting voice, they have way cheaper ways to have equipment. So yeah, that's kind of like the background, what is behind this box.
You've been voicing some really important projects like Poker Face and The Bold and the Beautiful. I mean, that's a classic.
It is. It's a genre I definitely think uh, people subestimate or underestimate. I mean, I'm talking about soap opera. And believe it or not, and for some people who doesn't know about this, but this opera is about 40 years old and it's been running Monday through Friday. So nowadays is really a legendary, project, and there's, thousands of actors and great directors and amazing crew that has been part of this. Bold and the Beautiful is a CBS soap opera. So yeah, for the last, what is this, 8, yeah, 8 years I've been part of the cast for the dubbing in Spanish. And yeah, it feels good, to go to the studio. And because I love that part of the voice acting is that some studios or projects, they keep, the studios, like the cast, go in person and don't work from our um, booths or whatever we are, but we have to be in the city what is running, like in this case. So I love, the protocols, like checking in, like getting my coffee or my water or my hot tea before the recording, and saying hi to the engineer, to have that contact. So yeah, that's kind of like the routine for this project. Yes.
I'm always curious when for people that do the voiceover, do you, depending on the project, it depends on what you may put in front of you to get you into it, inspire you, motivate you. I don't know, like something.
Yeah, absolutely. And the hardest part is that in voice acting, especially in dubbing, you don't know what is going on. Like if I call Nancy to dub something, I'm not gonna send you the scripts or anything. You just come and it's brand new information for you, and just, I don't know, let's say 30 seconds, there is a scene, 30 seconds long, and you have to catch the rhythm of the actor, the one you're playing, and the other ones, and the, you know, atmosphere. Is this a horror film? And then you have to have some, not only training, but some warm up. I'm a very old school in that way, and so yeah, it's like pretty much seeing everything and recreate again in a different language where you're seeing for first time. And the faster you are, the better you are. That's what I think.
And that's why you're here.
I like to go fast. But because I'm a mom too, so I have to do a lot of things, not only work.
Right. And then just real quick, what's your relationship with Google AI and GPS?
Yeah, well, that was kind of the things that happens from nowhere, an angel, I would say, or the universe, whatever you want to call it. But someone recommended me for a job to direct something. And I was excited to do it because I usually, do like as a director, just theater plays, but really for young people. So nothing like big or professional. I just do it for fun, but direct and voiceover was kind of like challenging for me, so I say yes. And it was about, it was a whole process to get into what is was the project, and ended up being the voice for the GPS and everything you asked to Google, the voice in Spanish. So I was in charge to direct the talent in that case. Mhm.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, to get to know the different world, and the advance in technology is tremendous. It was very impressive. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank
Congratulations.
you, Nancy.
With
Absolutely.
Dora. So does this mean you're going to be doing the voiceover for Dora and the search for Sol Dorado? Or how does it work for Latin America?
I wish I booked the voice act over like the dubbing. I didn't. I don't know. I think it's already dubbed. It'd be great to dub myself.
No, why not?
Yeah, I did it for this Sony production called Party of Five. And then a different studio, of course, booked me to dub myself. That was very nice. I also did it for Griselda, which my character was playing in Spanish, and then I was hired for another company to do the Spanish dubbing, and they didn't even know I was part of the cast already. So they said, like, we want you to be the English voice in the audio description, which is the audio for blind people. So blind people are able to understand what's going on in the scene. And if you go to settings, you just change audio, and then you can find the option of audio description. In Griselda, I had the opportunity to play every female voice, including myself, in English. So to, kind of like guide the people through the story just with your voice.
And a little secret, I actually have watched or say listen in that caption when I have to step away from my TV and go do like fix myself a plate or something, and then I don't feel like I've missed something. So I utilize it, just FYI.
I love to hear that. Yay. Thank you, Nancy. That's
Yeah, we have to take advantage of our technology too.
absolutely. And the humans, we want to keep doing this. I think there is a lot of platforms out there, and there is more projects around. So to have the opportunity to, as you say, explore different ways of technology, and, more opportunities too. So yeah, thank you again for your time.
Of course, thank you. And again, congratulations for taking part of the Dora adventure.